All right. So in this video, we are going to be solving linear equations with variables on both sides. You'll see what I mean in a second. So steps to do this. Step 1, distribute. If necessary, you don't always have to do this. Step 2, combine like terms. Step 3, and this is the new part, move variables to one side. And step 4, solve for that variable. Okay. So in number 1, we have 5y minus 8 equals 3y plus 12. All right, there's no distribution, no combining like terms, but we need to move. Notice that we have y's on the left and y's on the right. We need to move them to one side. It's habit for me to always move this to this side, but you don't always have to do that. It's just me personally. I like to do the same thing every time. So I want to move this 3y, and since it's positive, I'm going to subtract 3y from both sides. Okay. Now over here, I have 5y minus 3y equals 2y minus the 8 equals, these cancel out. You have a positive 3y and a negative 3y. So those are gone. And then you have the positive 12. Now this looks easier to solve now because all of our y's are on one side. And so I'm going to solve for the y. I need to add 8 to both sides. 2y, these are gone, equals 12 plus 8 is 20. Still got to solve for the y, so I need to divide by 2 on both sides. Cancels out. Y equals 20 divided by 2 is 10. Okay. On the right side, it's mostly the same. So I'm going to work these out too. Let's see. No distribution, no combining like terms. I'm going to move this negative 8x over by adding 8x. I need to combine my variables. Wait. I need to subtract 14 from both sides. Sorry. Divide by 2 on both sides. Okay. Again, no distribution yet, no combining like terms. I want to move this 3k, so I'm going to subtract 3k. I want to combine my variables. Pretty much the same thing here. m equals 8. Okay. Negative 10k plus 1 equals 40 minus 7k. All right, let's add 8k to both sides. Negative 10k plus 8k is negative 2k plus the 1 equals 40. Oh my goodness, I can't even read. I was supposed to add 7k. Sorry. Let's retry. All right. I changed this because this says minus 7k, so I needed to add 7k to both sides. Negative 10k plus 7k is negative 3k. All right, solve for k by subtracting 1 from both sides. Negative 3k equals 3 from the 4 minus 1. Solve for k. Last step is to divide by negative 3 on both sides. K equals negative 1. Okay, on the back here, we're going to start to distribute and combine like terms before we can move our variables. Distribute the 3 to the 6p and the negative 1. 18p minus 3, because we multiply, equals 11p minus 45. Now I can move the 11p by subtracting 11p from both sides. Gotta combine those variables before we can solve. 18p minus 11p is 7p minus 3 equals, those cancel out, negative 45. Now to solve for a variable, I'm going to add 3 to both sides. 7p equals negative 42. Divide by 7 on both sides. P equals negative 6. Number 8, pretty much the same thing. Oh, we have to distribute on both sides for this one. Okay, let's combine those like terms before we move on. So after we've distributed, we've combined like terms, now I need to move this variable to the right side of the equation to make 18w minus 2 equals 34. Now I can finally solve for this variable. Add 2 to both sides. 18w equals 36. Divide by 18. W equals 2. For number 9, we need to distribute the 9. Then combine like terms. Now I can finally combine my variables. Subtract 7m. Five m minus 27 equals 43. Add 27 to both sides. 5m equals 60. Divide by 5 on both sides. M equals 12. Number 10. Distribute the negative 7. So I have negative 16 minus 14a minus 21 equals 23 minus 2a. Combine like terms. So I'm combining the negative 16 and the negative 21 to make a negative 37. Okay. Now I'm to the point where I want to combine my variables. I want to move this negative 2a over here to the left side. So I'm going to add 2a to both sides to make negative 12a minus 37 equals 23. Now I can solve for the a. Add 37 to both sides. Negative 12a equals 360. Divide by negative 12 on both sides. A equals negative 5. Okay. Here I'm going to distribute the negative to the x and the negative 18, and then at the same time over here I'm going to distribute the negative 2 to the x and the positive 15. Okay. Combine my like terms. 5x minus x is 4x plus that 18 equals negative 2x minus 24. I combine the 6 and the negative 30 to be negative 24. Now I can move the minus 2x over here by adding 2x to both sides. 6x plus 18 equals negative 24. Subtract 18 from both sides. 6x equals negative 42. Divide by 6 on both sides. X equals negative 7. All right, last example, number 12. Again, this one's going to require me to distribute twice. 8y plus 32 minus 2y plus 2 equals 70 minus 3y. Combine like terms over here. 8y minus 2y is 6y plus 32 plus 2 is 34 equals 70 minus 3y. Now I can combine my variables. I'm going to move this negative 3y by adding the whole thing. Add 3y to both sides. Equals 9y plus 34 equals 70. So I'm ready to solve for y by subtracting 34 from both sides. 9y equals 36. Divide by 9 on both sides. Not equals. Oh. Y equals 4.